Hey y'all, so just got done with today's workout. It's a fun one. It's really one where you, just like a lot of these pressing workouts, you gotta just be conservative with your pressing. So there's so much we can learn, and remember, fitness is just not about your potential, it's about how you apply that potential. So we gotta learn what rep schemes we're capable of, but we also have to learn how different levels of intensity and different fatigue levels feel during our workout so we can adapt along the way. This workout is for intensity and technique. It's just one time through. We're going to start with 100 double unders. We're going to go into 50 push presses with the barbell. I forgot to write it up here. It's going to be 95, 65, or that's right at 35% of your push press max. We've got 50 box jumps. These are going to be 24 inches, 20 inches, something that is very low. Something where if you're fresh, you should be able to jump on and off the box 50 times in a row. You don't have to be positive you can do it. It should be around that. But if you're to the point where you're like, oh, there's no way I can do that, then you just got to go a lot lower so you can get the right stimulus out of this workout. Then 50 push-ups, ending it with another 100 double unders. So we'll kind of run through scaling, and then we'll run back through with strategies here. The double unders, if we're going to scale these, what we really like to do is just have people do 3 to 5 attempts at double unders, then however many double unders you get to, stop there, and then finish the rest of the 100 out with single unders. So I don't like to do just 200 or 300 single unders. It's a very different stimulus, and then that's not kind of motivating to learn the skill of the double under. Double under is a very hard skill to learn, but honestly, once you get it, it sticks with you forever. You don't even have to practice it very much. It sticks with you, so it's completely worth taking the time, learning the skill, develop it, because the way a double under jacks your heart rate up is extremely different than a single under. Other things we can do with double unders, if you don't have a jump rope, is we can get a very low box to do kind of bounding boxes on and off of it, or we can just do 100 jumping jacks. Again, it won't be a perfect stimulus, but it'll be something in the ballpark there. 50 push presses with a barbell, 35% is pretty light. If we're doing dumbbells, we're going to want to be using the medium dumbbells, which would be the 35-20s or something that's medium for you. So remember, those are just the RX weights, just like these are the RX weights. And we want to use something medium for you. Then I'll have different rep schemes up there if you only have kettlebells, if you only have one, or if you only have heavy dumbbells. We'll just move that number down a little bit. Then we got 50 box jumps. These are going to be low. Again, we want something that can keep you moving. We have some variations. There's a variation even if you don't have a box, if you're just doing a jump, landing, and then doing a lunge, and then jump, landing, doing a lunge on the other side, and that would make 2. We've got our push-ups. We can scale these with banded push-ups, knee push-ups, or banded knee push-ups. All great options here. Then back to the double unders. Strategies for this one. There's no real strategy on the jump rope. It's just go. If you're someone who's got multiple speeds of double unders, which if you don't quite have that yet, then that's something to be working towards. This is going to be kind of the slower, consistent speed just to kind of set yourself up for the workout. So the way I like to look at it is if you're really pushing the pace on double unders, it's a lot more energy. You don't go that much faster, and then you increase the risk of messing up. And every time you mess up, 10, 15 seconds, 20 seconds goes by like that. So typically in these workouts, you should be prioritizing trying to do it in as few sets as possible, and don't get too caught up in how fast you're going on the double under. So if you've got them, they're going to be the slower, more conservative double unders today. Push presses, I broke these up into 5 sets, and honestly, I kind of felt like it was a joke on the first couple sets, and then they started to get hard as I was closing out, and I was kind of worried because as those sets of 10 for me got hard, I was kind of already looking ahead to the push-ups, and I was like, oh, I'm not sure if the arm fatigue, how much that is going to carry over to crushing me on the push-ups. Spoiler alert, I feel like I've messed up every push-up workout so far. My arms were burnt out from the push press. So even though I broke it up in a way where I thought it was way too much, if I do this again, I'd break it up even more. So instead of going 5 sets, I'd probably be looking to go like 8 to 10 sets. Probably 10's too many, so probably in that 7-8 range of sets to get the push presses done. And I think that would have been a better strategy. Just spend a little more time so you can go faster here. Box jumps, box is low for me, so I just went unbroken. Towards the end of the 50, I started looking ahead and thinking about other things. I lost focus on a split second, caught my foot. I've been lucky enough, I'm probably jinxing myself right now, but I've been lucky enough to never have caught my shin before, and today I got lucky again, didn't catch my shin, but it does show you that even when the box is low and you can go unbroken on these things, you can't lose focus on the box. The edge of that box is just staring that shin just right away, so you just have to be so focused and so careful. But yet another reason why it's good to scale the height of the box, because even at those low heights, there's still that risk, and we want to mitigate the risk as much as possible. Push-ups. I was thinking I was going to be able to go 5s, and I thought that was going to be conservative. And as soon as I did my first push-up, I think it's just because I was out of breath and I kind of got burned out a little on the push press. As soon as I got that first push-up, I knew 5s wasn't going to happen. So I did 3s, and honestly, by the end of it, 3s even got hard for me. So we should be looking at, if we're scaling the push-ups, that number total you're doing should be at about 100% or 125% of a max set. So this means if you're doing 50 push-ups, you should probably be able to do 50 push-ups in a row. And that kind of shows you, if I was going sets of 3, it shows you kind of how hard these push-ups are after shoulders, and just being out of breath here. So be conservative. You can always do the second 25 much more aggressively, but what we see so often is people get burned out trying to get to the first 15 to 25 fast, and then they do the next 25 really, really slowly. Then by the time you get to the double unders, again, same kind of thinking here, is consistent. You want to do this in as few sets as possible, and it doesn't matter how fast your reps are, because as soon as you mess up once, it's like adding 20 seconds to your time. So consistent. I kept whipping myself on that one, trying to go fast and finish strong. And I would have been way better off being a little more conservative and just trying to get into a smooth rhythm and trying to go unbroken there. So it's a fun one. I feel like this is just common. Every one of these I say I forget my time. Forgot my time again. I think it was under 10. I think it was like 9.5, something like that. But we're going to throw, probably on this one with everything going on, we're going to throw a 15-minute time cap on this. Fastest is going to be able to get it done probably around the 7.5, 8-minute mark. Scale appropriate. Pick those rep schemes where you can be a little conservative for the first 25. And then just overall in the push press, be a little more conservative. Be ready to ditch your strategy either up or down. And just when you're on the push press, avoid those hard reps, because it's going to make those push-ups be so much faster. Enjoy this one. I liked it. Talk to y'all soon.